from ADC2, Maryland's most accurate forecast.
And perhaps most courageous of all, the outfit that he had on while he did it. All right. Take a look. Maryland's most powerful radar. We've got our next storm developing, just what you wanted to hear, right? Down through Oklahoma City and into northeast Texas here. Two areas of moisture kind of converging. All of it set to move our way as we go toward tomorrow morning. For the rest of this evening, though, weather is fine. But our winter weather warnings are up for the state of Maryland, and I mean the whole state, as we go into the day tomorrow. Winter weather advisory technically in blue here. A little lower threshold as opposed to our winter storm warnings that are up for the Philadelphia area that do include Newcastle County, Delaware, and Cecil County, Maryland. And suspicions high that this may well be expanded down into Baltimore through the evening and into the morning hours tomorrow, so stay tuned on that. Take a look at the ground, especially just north of the Beltway. We had a heavy snow band yesterday that really increased the totals there just north of Baltimore City yesterday and northwest of the city. And, well, the snow's still holding tough today. Dew points climbed a little bit to get some melting underway, but here at the Baltimore Country Club, instead of golfing, maybe you get the snowshoes out today and do a little snowshoeing. 35 right now, PWI, just 3 above freezing. And I think through the overnight hours, numbers are going to drop into the upper 20s. First snow comes in around 7 a.m. into the day tomorrow. We're talking snow. Peaking toward 9, 10 o'clock, but still lingering in the midday and tapering off to just snow showers into the afternoon. The numbers again across the state cold and will probably cool off more rapidly than they otherwise would tonight in areas with snow on the ground. So that's the old snowpack effect where you get a little more rapid cooling and you get a little less heating during the day where you have snow on the ground. The moisture levels have come up a little bit today, so that did aid in some melting out there. You know, the air temp's the key, but also the air moisture in terms of how fast the snow melts. This particular snow will be followed by cold, dry air. So I expect the snow that we get from tomorrow's storm to sit around for quite a while because air temps are going to be frigid and the air is going to be extremely dry. It's all setting up for the perfect recipe for some snow that'll hang out for a while because cold blast already making its way from the west, and then we've got our Tuesday storm forming down toward Little Rock now, and it all kind of converges on Maryland as we go into the day tomorrow, and then the cold air really comes in tomorrow night into Maryland. So let's show you the future trend. Storm intensifying, really getting its act together overnight, begins to arrive in the mid-Atlantic toward about 6 a.m. Perhaps the morning commute starts off relatively okay, but within an hour or two of that, we could have some pretty heavy snow coming down. So it's a real tricky morning commute setup, and that snow likely to continue into midday. Once we go past noon and push toward the 3 o'clock hour, the system should begin to blow out of the state, and we'll be looking at a clear weather setup. In the wake of the system, what we're thinking now, a 3 to 6 inch swath of snow, basically from Annapolis north up through, say, the Hagerstown area. And it's basically a banding setup where we get the highest totals extending on a northwest fashion here. 1 to 3 totals for southern Maryland and the lower half of the eastern shore, and then you fade off to rain toward the southern beaches. So that's the thinking right now. We may end up bumping this up a little bit, maybe a 4 to 6 inch rains later tonight, so stay tuned for that. Tonight down to 28 degrees, clouds increase, so we go sub-freezing. The snow begins early tomorrow, continues through the day. 34, you know, that may be at midnight. We may never actually get above freezing through the day tomorrow, and that means the snow will stick. Tomorrow night down to 17. That's that cold air coming in behind the system, something we didn't have over the weekend. So I don't think we're going to see much melting here in the coming days. In fact, Arctic blast following the snow. So really a very cold outlook. And you know, one of those setups where we're getting 2, really 3 wintry rounds in a row if you count the 2-parter on Sunday with the freezing rain overnight and then now a snowmaker for early Tuesday. And what can we say? I mean, and the good news is the winter starts in 2 weeks. So there you go.
Or it started early.
Yeah, the kids